Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about Tai Chi. So Tai Chi got many benefits, but today I'm going to talk about a Tai Chi routine you can do on a chair. Now this can have a lot of benefits. For example, you might have an injury. You might have an injury where you maybe damage your leg. You could have an ankle injury. You could have a broken leg. So, there are a lot of exercises you can do on a chair. Okay, a lot of people will say, I can do weight training on a chair. You can, of course you can do weight training on a chair. But what about if you got maybe a bad wrist, or you broke your wrist, or you got maybe arthritis in your wrist? So I'm going to introduce a very small Tai Chi routine. And often when people receive an injury, the worst thing that can happen is that, people then sort of lose motivation towards training, even maybe eating more, gaining weight. And the idea of this little routine, obviously it might not be a physical routine like you were previously doing, but it's to keep you motivated, it's to keep your mindset towards fitness. And eventually when you're well enough to go back to the gym, I would encourage, anyone to go to a gym, or, attend maybe a one-to-one training with a personal trainer. But this is a useful routine to do if you are suffering from an injury at the moment which is preventing you from doing your normal workouts. Okay, are we ready? The first movement we're going to do, we're going to slowly lift our arms. When we lift our arms, we're breathing in and we lower in. Breathing in, breathing out, keeping your arms slightly bent. Breathing in, breathing out. Now obviously when you do these movements by yourself, increase the repetitions. Do each movement between 6 and 10 times. Okay, the next movement is called opening the chest. You're lifting, opening, closing, push down. Use natural breaths. Lifting, opening, closing, and down. So when you think, it looks very similar in a gym to maybe doing a pack jack movement, or you're on a weight bench and you're doing dumbbell flyers. Okay, great. The next movement, you might not see all my arm with the camera. You're aiming to work towards your waist and obviously your arms. Again, increase the repetitions between 6 and 10. The next movement in Tai Chi, the Tai Chi form, called separating clouds. So all of these Tai Chi, Gong movements are done very slow. Again, increasing your repetitions between 6 and 10 on each movement. The next movement is a bit like a swimming movement. Look behind and look forward. Even when you look behind, you give them a little bit of mobility, flexibility towards your neck muscles. Again, do each movement between 6 and 10 times. Now a really good movement is called rowing a boat. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more. Okay everyone, let's repeat those moves again quickly. First we lifted our arms and we lowered our arms between 6 and 10 repetitions. Next we lifted and we opened, a bit like a pack deck or dumbbell flyers movement, between 6 and 10 times. We waved our arms to one side and we waved our arms to the other side, a good movement for our waist. The next movement in Tai Chi Gong called separating clouds, between 6 and 10 times. We moved into our movements like a swimming motion, between 6 and 10 times. We've done a movement called rowing a boat, between 6 and 10 times. So anyone at the moment who's suffering from like a little bit of mobility problems, you might have a little bit of mobility problems where you can't attend a gym or you can't do your normal everyday fitness routine in a gym. The most important thing when you're injured is to keep motivated. If you don't keep motivated, what will happen? You will put weight on unless you follow a very strict diet. And what will also happen, the time you get yourself well enough to go to the gym again, you would have lost all motivation. So it's important, if you can, obviously do some type of physical exercise. When you are injured, it's really important just to keep that motivation going. So these exercises might look nothing, it obviously might even be a lot more easier to your normal routine, but the main thing is your mindset. You can practice these exercises as many times as you can throughout the day. You know, you might spend 5 minutes there, and later on in the day you might do another 5 minutes and another 5 minutes, building up to a good routine. So in the meantime, keep practicing, keep the motivation going until you can get back to the gym. Speak to you soon everyone. Have a good day.